Lawrence into glory or escort him home. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your encouraging words. Thank you for just being there. We have just been so encouraged. Amen. Yesterday we listened to a number of tributes, and I was sitting there thinking how we knew Reverend Temfwe really well to be able to come up with those tributes. When we sang the first song, I saw Pastor Chikosele, she put his jacket around the waist, and that was Lawrence Temfwe. You know, he did those kinds of things. He was very spontaneous. I'm not sure I can really express just how much I will miss my husband. Not only was he a wonderful husband, but a wonderful father, granddad, best friend, colleague, encourager, mentor. I can see him right now telling me, Martha, you can do it. You know, I can see him say, Martha, you can do it. You know, he was that kind of person. He encouraged me to just flow in what I felt comfortable doing. So I was thinking seriously yesterday, if you had a husband like that, I would be standing like I'm standing today. Women, I want to encourage you. I don't know whether I should be encouraging women. I think I should be encouraging men to show that kind of love to these women. These women are precious. They need your support. They need to know that they are loved. You know? We had a couples meeting some years ago in Livingstone, and I think we're talking about love. The husbands were saying, my wife should know that I love her because I give her gifts and I do all those kinds of things. This woman says the husband, I think, had done something, and for him to say sorry, he wouldn't just say it. And so he got some paper, you know, the wrapping papers that make noise? Yeah, so he wrapped the gift into that paper and put it under the pillow, so that when the woman came to sleep, she would feel the noise. Obviously, she would want to find out what is going on there. And so she would see the gift and she would just assume the husband was very sorry for what happened. But a woman wants to hear the word, I love you, my wife. She would have no problem hearing I love you every day, I don't know how many times. So if you had a husband who would do that for you every day, you would have the courage to stand and speak. You would have the courage knowing that this husband is cheering me on. Amen. I had such a husband. My husband's ability to make everyone feel loved, appreciated, encouraged, comfortable were great strengths of his. It has been 32 years now since we first married, and I look back over the years with so much happiness, with nothing to regret about my married life. Of course, my husband, another thing that I wanted to say was my husband had this program all laid out for us. The songs we was going to speak, it all was laid out. I found it in the bedroom the other night. So only a caring husband would go out of his way and do those kinds of things. We got married some years, I think it is early 87. And I want to talk about how he proposed. Pastor T was taking care of the house next to Ndola Baptist Church, that house there, the one that is attached now, the one this side. Apparently he had prepared on how he was going to propose. He had done a small little meal, and he had, you know, these things all laid out. He had a friend called Bishop Matavishi. He also was at Tika years back. He was a comedian in a way, but very zealous for the Lord. Apparently he visited Lawrence when Lawrence was busy looking at the time and hoping Martha would come anytime. And so he told his friend that Martha is coming, I need to propose. Can you please leave? You know, I'll talk to you later. And so that's how he proposed. Our engagement day, Lawrence had a suit that he wore. Given a choice, I would not have had him wear that suit. But you know, that's how we began our life together. He put the wedding ring in the inside pocket. Not the wedding ring, the engagement ring. And so he's standing with a friend of his, very close friend, childhood friend, Albert Chishimba. So So the time the pastor asked him to give the ring, and so he goes into his jacket and he's going and he's going and he's looking for the, he took some time looking for this ring. Can you imagine the heat I was feeling? And people were all sitting there. So finally, I think he realized the ring ended up in the, and so now he's busy trying to, I am telling you. So he reaches out to the friend and says, Albert, baby, let me borrow her ring. And so that's how come the friend gave him his ring, her ring, and that's how he put the ring on my finger. But he was, things like that would just happen from out of the blues for him. He was my soulmate and my inspiration, my steadfast rock that helped me through thick and thin. Lawrence supported and loved us all and was always there to help us navigate through life's challenges. Lawrence may be in heaven now, but I know he's looking down at us with a big smile on his face saying, forge ahead, make the best of your life, and I will see you soon. We have work to do up here. He lived a life of contentment, of valuing relationships more than stuff. That's something that he has really encouraged me in. Relationships are really key. Relationships, you might end up with nothing, but relationships are very key in our lives. I know especially as pastors, we have so much busy lives in such a way that sometimes I think deep down when we go back to our homes, we think about it. I wish I could have spent my day like this, but it's too late. Some of the time that we spend doing certain things, we cannot take those things back. Let's value relationships. I look around and I see people I haven't seen in a long time, but it's because of the relationships that we built over the years. I miss you, my darling. Your smile, your laughter, your touch. The nights, the days, our dreams, and such. Even though you are gone, you are never forgotten. You are in my heart as I'm feeling sad right now. Bravely fought cancer for a whole year. He was an amazing man, full of life and humor, even to his death. 32 years of happiness just wasn't enough. Time to show our kids what a marriage made in heaven looked like. But I'm sure they have picked something in the 32 or the years that we spent with my husband. There are no words to express how sad I feel, but I know with the Lord on my side, we shall overcome. I remember my husband, one time when church, I have a third son who's a very good friend to Chimuka here. I think they had like a special spot where they sat there. At least my son rarely came to the front. So one time he says, I think he was coming to get keys. And so he walks up to the front. We used to sit somewhere here. So he says, Mom, you mean you sit on sofas? So he says to me, Mommy, it's not fair. Mommy, it's not fair, he said. We sit on these hard seats, you sit on sofas. Mommy, it's not fair, he said. I had never looked at it that way until he mentioned it. I felt so sad. I felt really, really touched that he could even think about that. Then we are sitting in church again. The offering basket is passing. Of course, it started in the front. But somehow along the way, one of the offering baskets had a shoe in it, or a pair of shoes. So later on, I didn't see the shoe exactly, but one of the boys says, I bet you that can only be my dad. So he had taken off his shoes and put them in the offering basket, because when we were walking out, he was the only one without shoes. So that could have been only Lawrence Temfwe to do things like that. One thing that Lawrence believed in was, if he ever arrived from somewhere, out of the country or somewhere, but he arrived home, there is no way he'll spend the night in Lusaka, in Luanshya. As long as he was in Zambia, he had to get home. And so he got on a bus coming to Ndola after, he arrived in Lusaka. He says, in Zambia, I'm not spending a night, I'm going. So it was really late at night. And the driver of the bus was really speeding. So he gets up from where he's sitting and walks to the bus driver and says, "Mune, mshewalioba." So the bus driver, "Oh, are you married?" So the bus driver agreed and said, "Yes, I'm married." "Do you have children?" He says, "Yes, I have children." He says, "Okay, nalaku pepela, I'm going to pray for you to drive safely so that we get to Ndola safely. Don't close your eyes. I will pray, I'll close you always, focus on the road." And so he prayed for the driver, and by the time he said amen, the speed had reduced. That's how he went and sat down. That was my husband. In ShopRite, he would do the same. He would share the gospel just like that. It didn't matter. He would find people playing dice there. He would join and go and, aka red, aka black, that kind of thing. And at the end of the day, he would share the gospel just there. That was Lawrence Temfwe. I have learned so much. I have lived a life I would never have asked God for anything better. Lawrence loved me, even if I know he loved me. I know I treated him as well. Even to the times when we were in hospital, he would encourage me and tell me, "Martha, if the Lord took me first, I can't okulila careless," he would say. "I can't okulila careless, my wife. Life is so wicked. No one will wait for you to finish crying before things start happening around you. You need to be in control," he would tell me. He didn't just talk about that in the hospital, like he started way back. He would just throw in pockets, "Be strong, my wife. You have kids and, I love you. Whatever you decide to do, I will support you." Those kinds of things. Sometimes we get tired of burdens of life, but we never know that we know that Jesus Christ will meet us at the end of our life's journey. And that makes all the difference. Paul wrote, "Therefore, we do not lose heart, for the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal." 2 Corinthians 4:16-18. "Knowing we will be with Christ forever far outweighs our burdens. Today, keep your eyes on eternity." Keep your eyes on eternity. Beloved, life is short. We never know. My husband one time went to the extent of saying, "Kashwandi, if I died, I think that one will give you issues. But the best you can do? Pray that they go first," he says. That was my dear husband. I really appreciate each and every one of you for your support, for your encouragement, just for your love. Thank you so much. Reverend, you are a blessing. Thank you for being there. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much.